The package arrived on a Tuesday, an ordinary day that was about to become anything but ordinary. The delivery person had no idea of the significance of the contents they were handing over. It was just another package in a sea of deliveries, but this one held a mystery waiting to be unraveled. Inside the nondescript cardboard box, nestled in protective foam, lay 3 small bones. They were carefully packed, almost as if someone wanted to ensure they arrived intact, preserving their secrets. Not just any bones, human bones. The realization hit the forensic team immediately. These were not remnants of an animal or a replica, they were fragments of a human life. Their arrival at the forensic department sent a ripple of anticipation through the lab. The scientists knew they were on the brink of uncovering a story that had been hidden for who knows how long.
Who did they belong to? The question lingered in the air, heavy with the weight of the unknown. And how did they end up here? The journey of these bones from their original resting place to this lab was a mystery in itself.
Each bone told a silent story, a narrative etched into their very structure, waiting to be deciphered. The scientists knew that within these bones lay the clues to a life once lived and perhaps a tragic end. Every groove, every mark, every microscopic detail held the potential to unlock the secrets of a life tragically cut short. The forensic team meticulously examined each bone, knowing that even the smallest detail could be the key to solving the puzzle. This was not just a case, it was a puzzle, and these 3 small bones were the first crucial pieces. The team was determined to piece together the story, to give a voice to the silent witnesses of a mystery that demanded to be solved. The initial examination began with determining the basics. The forensic team meticulously prepared their tools, knowing that every detail could be crucial. Were these bones from a male or female? The pelvis bone, with its distinct features, would provide the first clue. How old was the victim at the time of death? What was their ancestry? Age markers on the bones and specific ancestry features would help answer these questions. The answers to these questions would form the foundation upon which the rest of the investigation would be built. Each piece of information was like a puzzle piece, slowly revealing the bigger picture.
The bones were carefully measured, photographed, and documented with precision. Every measurement could provide a vital clue, and examined under a microscope. Under magnification, the smallest details could tell a story. The subtle curvature of the pelvis fragment hinted at a female victim. This was a significant finding. Microscopic analysis of the bone density suggested she was in her late 20s to early 30s. This narrowed down the possibilities. The shape of the skull fragment, along with certain dental features, pointed towards a possible Caucasian ancestry. These features were crucial in building a profile.
The victim was slowly emerging from the shadows, her identity still unknown, but the pieces were coming together. But no longer entirely lost. The forensic team was determined to uncover her story piece by piece, bone by bone. Teeth, those resilient structures in the human body, often hold a treasure trove of information. Dental records are frequently instrumental in identifying unknown individuals, and in this case they proved to be a vital piece of the puzzle.
The teeth in the skull fragment were remarkably well preserved. The forensic odontologist meticulously compared their unique characteristics, fillings, crowns, and the overall shape and alignment against a national database of dental records. Finally, a match.
The victim was identified as Sarah Williams, a 28-year-old woman reported missing by her family 6 months prior. The confirmation of her identity was a somber victory, bringing both relief and renewed determination to the investigation. Isotopes, those subtle variations in the atoms that make up our world, can provide remarkable insights into a person's life, even after death. The bones held within them a record of Sarah's movements and diet, offering clues about her life in the years leading up to her demise.
Analysis of the isotopes in Sarah's bones revealed a pattern consistent with someone who had spent a significant amount of time in the southwestern United States within the last few years of her life.
This information, when cross-referenced with her known movements, painted a clearer picture of her life and potential connections that might have led to her untimely end. Section 5. Narrowing the circle, a missing person report. With Sarah's identity confirmed, the investigation turned towards understanding the circumstances of her disappearance. The initial missing person report filed by her family 6 months prior revealed a tangled web of relationships and a possible motive for foul play.
According to the report, Sarah had been involved in a heated custody battle with her estranged husband over their young daughter. The husband, Mark Williams, had a history of aggressive behavior and had made threats against Sarah in the past. He quickly became a person of interest in the case.
Section 6. DNA, the unspoken witness. DNA analysis has revolutionized forensic science, providing irrefutable evidence that can link individuals to crime scenes and victims. The presence of even the smallest trace of DNA can be enough to crack a case wide open.
In this case, DNA analysis of a small bloodstain found on the skull fragment provided the crucial link investigators needed. The DNA profile matched that of Mark Williams, placing him at the scene of the crime and solidifying his status as the prime suspect in Sarah's murder.
Section 7. The accused. A shocking revelation. Armed with the overwhelming evidence gathered through meticulous forensic analysis, detectives brought Mark Williams in for questioning. The confrontation was tense, but the evidence was undeniable.
Confronted with the DNA evidence, the isotopic analysis, and the dental records, Mark Williams crumbled. He confessed to killing Sarah in a fit of rage during an argument about their daughter. He revealed that he had buried her body in a remote area outside of the city, a location he agreed to lead investigators to.
Section 8. Unraveling the motive, a web of deceit. As investigators dug deeper into Mark's life, a disturbing pattern of manipulation and control emerged. It became clear that Sarah's murder was not a crime of passion, but a calculated act to gain sole custody of their daughter and silence Sarah forever.
Mark had meticulously planned the murder, using his knowledge of Sarah's routines to his advantage. He had lured her to a secluded location, killed her, and then carefully disposed of her body, believing that she would never be found. However, he had underestimated the power of forensic science and the determination of the investigators to uncover the truth.
Section 9. Confession. The truth unfolds. In a chilling confession, Mark described the events leading up to Sarah's murder. He spoke of his growing resentment towards her, his desire to control their daughter's life, and his belief that he could get away with the perfect crime.
His words sent a collective shudder through the courtroom. The cold, calculated nature of his actions, driven by greed and a desire for control, shocked even the most seasoned investigators. The confession was a stark reminder of the dark side of human nature and the devastating consequences of unchecked rage and obsession.
Section 10. The weight of evidence. Justice is served. The evidence against Mark Williams was overwhelming. The forensic analysis, combined with his confession, painted a clear picture of his guilt. The jury returned a swift verdict, guilty of murder in the first degree.
As the judge read out the sentence, a sense of justice filled the courtroom. Sarah's family, though heartbroken, finally had closure. The tireless efforts of the forensic team, the dedication of the investigators, and the unwavering pursuit of justice had prevailed.
Section 11. The enduring significance of small details. And the case of Sarah Williams' murder serves as a powerful testament to the crucial role forensic science plays in modern criminal investigations. What began with 3 small bones transformed into a mountain of evidence, revealing the truth about a heinous crime that might have otherwise gone unsolved. The meticulous work of forensic experts who painstakingly analyzed every fragment, every piece of evidence, was instrumental in piecing together the puzzle and bringing a killer to justice. The journey from the crime scene to the courtroom is often long and arduous, but it is the attention to small details that makes all the difference. Each piece of evidence, no matter how insignificant it may seem, plays a crucial role in building a case that can stand up in court.
This case underscores the enduring significance of small details. Every fragment of bone, every tooth, every microscopic trace of DNA holds the potential to unlock the secrets of a crime. The forensic scientist's ability to extract and analyze these minute details can mean the difference between a cold case and a solved one. Their expertise turns what seems like insignificant debris into compelling evidence.
It reminds us that even in death, the human body can bear silent witness, and through the lens of forensic science, we can give voice to the voiceless. The bones, the teeth, the DNA, all these elements tell a story that forensic scientists are trained to read. Their work ensures that the victims are not forgotten and that their stories are told, even when they can no longer speak for themselves, and ensure that justice is served. The dedication and precision of forensic scientists are what make it possible to bring closure to grieving families and to hold perpetrators accountable. Their work is a testament to the power of small details in the pursuit of justice.